Let's start the power manifestation session. Let's sit straight, visualize Bhagwan in third eye, and start with the Sadguru Vandana. Nithyanandam Dharmasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Bandhatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Dhanalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Triguna-rahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam. Welcome to Sri KAILASA Kotiyar Manifesting Power Session. Welcome everybody. Such an intense satsang, intense darshan and diksha. Literally in the space, state and Sri KAILASA of Paramashivam inside us. With such wonderful, powerful cognition, understanding the Tyaga, the life's pure life positivity that Swamiji beautifully explained is the leadership. Pure life possibility is you become the Deva, the God and goddesses, the ultimate. And pure life power is Mahadeva, Paramashiva, our Guru who has come down, Paramashiva who has come down as our Guru and residing in our hearts, continuously cherishing Him in our hearts, simply can change anything in this world. Tyaga, he said, only restoring our higher identity, the possibility that we are. If we go to college, we don't repent that we are missing out so many things, but we just mature into the higher reality. The more and more we start maturing into the higher reality when we understand what is real versus what is continuously happening, but it is not real just because everybody says so. Even our dream looks so real in the dream, but only when you wake up, you understand it was just a dream. Everybody in the dream says it is perfectly happening, whatever needs to be happening. But only when you wake up, you know it was completely a dream. Swamiji is helping us to make us understand that reality, not giving up anything, not sacrificing anything, no less, but just more and more and more into the reality. Such a beautiful space of oneness, experience the ultimate is what he is really taking us to. Understanding the higher reality, higher possibility, there is nothing to lose, nothing to gain, just an absolute. Having the oneness with Paramashiva and fulfilling all our desires. How Swamiji beautifully said, Arjuna was able to fulfill all the desire and understand the higher reality when he listened to Krishna. Continuously when Bhagwan guides us, taking the guidance and living those guidance as our reality is the simple way to manifest powers and powerful cognition. The higher we start enjoying the space of Paramashiva who has come down and who recognize Manikavashaka, he goes to the town where he needs to buy the horses for his king. But when he goes there, he sees somebody sitting under the tree and he starts going towards the person. He starts recognizing him as Shiva only because he is already initiated into that beautiful space, because he had so much of seeking. Simply he recognized because Paramashiva is literally like a magnet attracting him when the seeker is ready. How beautifully the space of oneness starts happening. How the flower starts blooming, only then the bee can enter and drink the nectar. Same way, when we are ready in the seeking and in the space of prayerful space and gratitude space for the higher reality to happen, giving up whatever we have in this reality to seek the higher space of consciousness. Simply Guru happens to us and opens up the ultimate reality in us. Tyaga is restoring higher reality, not to give up anything. He is just calling the humanity to open up us to the higher reality, higher cognition, and the real existential reality to experience the ultimate and not get binded again and again in this birth and death cycle, which is only suffering. Like how we don't have to do anything, we just get dirty, but we have to do something. If you have to take bath, only then we get clean. We don't have to do anything to struggle. We are just born, we struggle. But just being in the space of Paramashiva and letting go this delusion, if we raise to what Swamiji is giving us, we start living the higher reality and start understanding this is just a dream. The delusion continuously happening to us is so powerful that it is binding us continuously. Giving up that binding and just letting go from the space of Paramashiva, just oneness from your heart, continuously residing in your heart, which is the ultimate reality. Living in that space again and again and understanding only Paramashiva is doing every small thing. Even this thought current, even this action, even this word is given by Paramashiva, and Paramashiva is listening to this in you. Each one of us living that space of oneness of reality again and again is the Tyaga. Tyaga is such a beautiful space. The violence is only the space where we bring the identity which we are not and struggle with that and have conflicts and create patterns. And then again struggle from that, don't know what to do with the patterns, and again fall into the birth and death cycle. Giving up that mind, giving that conflict, that struggle, the mind which is created by us, and we don't know why we created, why we are struggling, and that violence, when we drop it, it becomes Tyaga. We are in pure love. And Swamiji himself takes us out of the delusion where he only can do it, where we need to be in the seeking, in gratitude space. Only that we need to do is be open like the flower inside us, and simply Paramashiva will simply hold that beautiful space and release us from this bondage and possess as Paramashiva, as Arunagiri Yogeshwara literally possess Swamiji and manifest through him, and Paramashiva who has landed here as our Guru and continuously experiencing the ultimate and not getting bounded by all this delusion is the ultimate reality, which ultimate compassion Guru is giving us. With that beautiful space of oneness, let's start with the Shastra Pramana today.
The Shastra Pramana for the power to alter color of eyes, hair and skin is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 80, Dharana 57. Sthula Rupasya Bhavasya Stabdham Drishtim Nipatya Cha Achirena Niradharam Manah Kritva Shivam Vrajet. स्थूलरूपस्य भावस्य स्तब्धां दृष्टिं निपात्य च अचिरेण निराधारं मनः कृत्वा शिवं व्रजेत्.
Such a beautiful sutra. Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 80, Dharana 57. Having fixed the gaze without blinking on the gross object, then directing the attention inward, thus making his mind free from all thought currents, one experience reaches the state of Shiva without delay. Such an intense sutra which is given here. More and more when we start literally dissolving into the oneness of Paramashiva, the attention more and more towards inside, how the beautiful, restful awareness inside is filled with Swamiji, and continuously the Mahavakya connects us to the ultimate and makes us experience that beautiful space of oneness. When the mind dissolves in such a state, simply one reaches and experiences the Paramashiva space in us. It is not something to be described. It cannot be described by the mind because mind cannot grasp the space. It is something which just dissolves and creates a new dimension in you, a new possibility in you when you are in the deep seeking of oneness with Paramashiva. At any moment, you can experience that when you start continuously dissolving into the oneness space in your heart with Paramashiva in there. Again and again, holding Ananda Swarna, completely blissed out and completely in oneness, the seeking, it brings you to the space of ultimate reality, Swamiji says. Only when you're happy, when you're in love, you are open, your heart opens up, like the flower opens up, so that the bee could come and reside and take the nectar. Like that, when you are filled with joy, not just an outward joy, but the joy of being the space of Paramashiva, just the space of Swamiji in your heart, enjoying the space, how you would feel if you're standing in a Garbha Mandir of a temple, of Shiva temple, and next to the deity and doing Abhisheka, what fills your heart at that moment. Same way, the Paramashiva space fills your heart and that blisses out. The whole space of Ananda Gandha feels such as a nectar. You are literally in the space of oneness with Paramashiva, then you are Paramashiva at that moment. We'll go to the instruction today. Today we are going to have the beautiful experience of Paramashiva changing the color of a body part or a nail or the color of your eyes. You can mark it, take a picture of it, and simply sit down, contemplate on the great truth, how Swamiji was in so much love that even his initial he was playing and he said he wanted to write as Arunagiri Yogeshwara, and how he understood the higher reality when Arunagiri Yogeshwara told, hey, I can just move anything in my body, I can move in your body also, when you just let me flow in you. Same way, when we let Swamiji flow in us, when we are in just oneness, in the darshan, just dissolved in the darshan of Paramashiva in our heart, simply we start experience the higher reality, letting go the mind, letting go the perception, and getting heart washed by only the Swamiji's presence. Each padam that he puts in your heart and resides in your heart continuously, you cherishing that and experiencing that oneness, and from that space of your heart manifesting all these reality in the space of oneness. All this just manifest as Shakti when Shiva is filled with your heart, in your heart. Continuously experiencing that is Thyaga, not going back to the mind and getting dissolved again in the thought currents and start planning, start living and start struggling with the life, or giving up those for your heart completely overflowing. Will things get solved? Swamiji says the resource is what you are going through in your heart makes your reality, not what you plan in your head. What we plan in our head is only confusion and violence because out of ignorance we are planning. But from our heart, Paramashiva himself plans for us. So more and more when we reside in the words of Paramashiva, continuously start living in your heart with complete oneness with Paramashiva, all the wealth, all the abundance, and all that what we want just manifest. Today we are going to experience this during this power manifestation. So let's sit straight with the head, neck, and back in a straight line. Continuously chant the Mahavakya. Contemplate on these great truth again and again. Visualize Swamiji in your third eye and chant the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivam. Om Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivam.
Such a beautiful place, state, and experience of Sri KAILASA. Let's share this beautiful space with everybody in the world. Again and again, we ask you to share so that whatever you experience now, take a picture of the color of your hair or your skin or your eyes and simply see what has manifested, and whatever you wanted has manifested. Just so beautiful. The more and more you do power manifestation, Swamiji says the third eye awakens, your face becomes very symmetric and you become very beautiful and glowing. That is true in all our Gurukul Valasans. We have seen all of them glowing and so beautiful after few months of power manifestation. You don't have to do any sculpting. You just have to come for manifestation session and you will be glowing after a few weeks. So please share the photo, whatever Swamiji has manifested through you, and simply the Leelas of Paramashiva that you're in such an ecstasy experiencing in your life as reality itself. That's the ultimate gift that we can experience in this world. No question or equate to anything else. When Paramashiva experience, you feel in your life the presence of Paramashiva. Like Arunagiri Yogeshwara said, he can move his hand, he can move Swamiji as he can do or move or do anything with Swamiji's body. Like that, when you manifest powers, when you start experiencing these power manifestation as your reality, you start really seeing presence of Paramashiva in your heart and manifesting as Swamiji, as you himself. That is the ultimate experience that you can really cherish. That is why power manifestation is such a sweet space. So share that experience and call everybody to experience that darshan, diksha, and powerful cognition from Swamiji. And then finally themselves experiencing Swamiji as himself and as themselves. That is the ultimate gift that Swamiji is giving us every day and every night. So don't miss the experience, the ultimate oneness that Swamiji is giving us. Please go ahead and you can really start enrolling your kids into Nithyananda Gurukul, and Swamiji himself blesses all these kids into the highest reality, manifesting 463 powers. So each day we have one new power to experience the highest cognition, highest reality, Paramashiva in us as ourself. And these kids can grasp this dimension very quickly and very fast and experience the ultimate and become their ultimate resource for their life. Teaching this science as young as when you're pregnant is very important, Swamiji says, to create an enlightened civilization where you will also be enlightened when your kid is enlightened. The more they grow into the higher reality, you also grow into your higher reality. Swamiji used to say, if you're not manifesting powers, keep your kid on your lap and simply you will manifest. It's such an easy thing for kids to grasp, and you can grasp from your kid very fast because we don't have any kind of pattern which is stopping us. So you can also enroll yourself to experience that with your kids and with some of the other kids also. You don't have to conduct anything. You have to only join the sessions. So that is Acharya registration. You can also experience Gurukul just by logging in your kids into the sessions. It is only 2-hour sessions every week that Swamiji is giving us. The ultimate space of oneness. So with that, Let's surrender all that to Swamiji's lotus feet. More and more we surrender everything, whether it is happening or not happening. More and more you surrender again and again to Swamiji's lotus feet, the more and more you experience the ultimate reality. With a deep prayerful space, seeking space, request Swamiji, Swamiji, we want Tyaga to be our lifestyle. Once He give it and once you ask for it, it is the ultimate oneness that happens in your life for higher reality. So, with a deep prayerful space and with deep gratitude, let's visualize Bhagwan in third eye and end with the Purna Mantra. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम तत्सत् सर्वं भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवं पादुकार्पणमस्तु ॐ नित्यानन्दम्. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Swamiji. See you all in the next power manifestation session. Nithyanandam.